I'm doing another live because I hadn't did live in a long time on Instagram. So when I posted the live, I forgot to save it after I posted it. So now I can't save it. But I just wanted to follow up on the same thing I was talking about on my Instagram. Like, I just felt like today is a really special day. You know, I had a lot going on today. For the people who know me personally, y'all know what I was going through today. But it's crazy because, first of all, this is one thing I didn't mention on my Instagram live. I'll probably mention it later if I do another live on Instagram, which I probably will because I'm planning on doing more lives now. But I wanted to mention this, though, because I didn't mention it on my Instagram live. But one of the first things that started my day out crazy before this even happened, I was catching the bus this morning because I had to catch the bus uptown this morning. And I was running to the bus stop, like, you know, all the way from the crib because I thought I was going to miss the bus because I was like 10, 15 minutes late. Well, I pretty much knew I was going to miss the bus because it got to the point where I just stopped running and I just walked the rest of the way because I knew I was going to miss it because I was like 15 minutes late. But turns out when I get to the bus stop, the bus was just sitting there with no driver. I'm like, well, this is crazy. So the bus sitting there with no driver, and it turns out the bus driver had stopped and parked the bus right there at my bus stop and went inside the McDonald's. She never does that. I used to catch that bus like every day. Like, not used to, I do catch that bus every day. I catch that bus every morning to get to work. So, you know, I know the route for the bus. That's why I knew I was gonna miss it. But just so happened this morning, the bus driver decided to park the bus right there at my bus stop where I was about to be late from and go inside McDonald's. So I ended up catching the bus, and that was a good thing. You know, that blew my mind. And I texted Crystal about it. But the next thing was that really made the day crazy, that really blew my mind. So I had been following this lady. Y'all probably seen me post about her or whatever. It's the lady that originally wrote the Terminator and the Matrix movie. Her name is Sophia Stewart. She wrote the books, and then the movie came from the books. But she also wrote the first scripts for both of them. And when she was pitching it around, the people who came out with it, the people who they say own it now, stole her idea. So when I found out about the fact that, you know, she was fighting these people and she won the case for it, so she ended up winning the rights for both movies, I was fascinated. I'm like, because you know me, I'm all about the conscious movement. So when I found out that a black lady was responsible for the most influential movies of our time, especially The Matrix, the movie that pretty much, you know, started the conscious movement of our generation, I was fascinated. My mind was blown. So I'm like, wow, this came from a black woman. Like what haven't we done? What did we not do? We created everything. You know, and the crazy thing was, I found out about that at the time. I was finding out about a lot of the inventions that our people created that, you know, that we survive off of right now. But yeah, I found out about that, and I became fascinated about it, and I started following her story. And I would comment on her Instagram page every now and then to give her, you know, positive, you know, just positive feedback and inspiration, so she won't give up on what she's doing, and so she can keep going, you know. But it turns out she didn't need it because she got a whole team behind her anyway. And these people trying to quiet her down, and they trying to buy her off so she'll be quiet and not ruin their reputation. That's part of the reason the Terminator movie flopped that just came out. It didn't make no money. But anyway, she took these people to court. It took her years. She took these people to court, and she ended up winning the rights. You can look it up now. She ended up winning the rights for both movies, Terminator and The Matrix. Her name is Sophia Stewart. On her Instagram is @MotherOfTheMatrix. But she won the rights for both movies though. And but they still let the people come out with it, and they didn't take the people to jail and stuff like that. But regardless, she owned the rights to the movies now though. So you know she's not lying, and she has the documents to prove it. She's supposed to be sending me the documents. But that's what I was getting to. This morning, yeah, I think it was like a few days ago, I had sent her a message on Instagram. I had commented on one of her posts, let her know that Billy Carson had recently mentioned her in one of the speeches that he was doing at the 2020 Ascension Conference. You know, because I was excited about it. I'm like, oh snap, this is Billy Carson. And he just finally, you know, brung out about the fact that, what's her name? Sophia Stewart was responsible for the Matrix. So when I seen him mention that, I got excited and I went straight to her page and I let her know. And this morning, you know, after I'm on the bus, she comment back and she like, she gave me her number and she told me to call her. Man. Oh my God. Like I was psyched, man. I was like, yo, my mind blown all over again. This woman keep blowing my mind. So I called her and we had a real long conversation. This woman is so humble. Like, you would never believe how humble this woman. Listen, she is one of the most powerful and influential people of our time. She wrote and created the Terminator and the Matrix. And when I was talking to her on the phone, she was so humble. Like, she got offended when I kept calling her yes, ma'am. She made me stop that. She didn't make me stop. You know, she said I can keep going, but, you know, she mentioned that I didn't have to. But that's how humble she is, though. Like, she is really humble, though. Really humble. And she texted me some other information, some flyers and stuff for books and stuff that she have. And I was supposed to be getting an email from her of the documents, you know, proving that she won the court cases. But, you know, my mind was blown. I'm like, you know, like, this day can't get more crazier than this, yo. This day can't get more crazier than this, because Sophia Stewart just hit me up personally and gave me her number. And then I called her and we had like an almost hour-long conversation talking about so many different things. We wasn't even just talking about the movie. We was just talking about just things in life, period. And it just meant so much, you know, and she's so humble. Like, it just blew my mind. I'm like, wow, this is crazy. So it just made me awaken to the fact that everything that I always believed in and everything that I'm believing in and everything that I'm doing right now is for a purpose. You know, and I'm not crazy. I was never crazy in believing the things that I was believing, because it's all true. You know, and if you don't know what I'm talking about as far as what I'm saying, what I believe in, is as far as, you know, life being a simulation and things like that. It doesn't mean that there's no God and anything like that. It just means that we have more power in this reality than we've been led to believe. You know, it's just like the Matrix movie. You seen the Matrix movie, then you understand what I'm saying. It's like you can literally manifest anything you want. And when she hit me up, that was just like, yo, this is confirmation, guy. Everything you got going on today, she hit you up today. That bus set right there, that bus stop for you with no bus driver today. Today, you know, all of these things are lining up together on one day to inform me, hey, how else can I make things more clear for you? Keep going. Don't give up. All the stuff I'm going through in life, so many people would have been gave up. I mean, been gave up. Like, listen, I just lost my whole family. Like, and all I ever did was try to do the right thing. Gave up the life of crime and everything. Stopped smoking, stopped cursing and everything. But it all happened for a reason, though. Like Kanye West said, what he say? To whom much is given, much is tested. And that can't be more true. You know, like when you're given a lot of responsibility, when you're given a lot of gifts, it's going to be a lot of tests and trials to come with that. So, you know, nothing I'm going through is putting me down, is bringing me down. It's all motivation and inspiration, letting me know that everything I believe is true, and it's giving me motivation to keep going. And when she hit me up, my mind was blown, man. But like I said, her name is Sophia Stewart. Her Instagram is @MotherOfTheMatrix. Y'all need to look her up, read about her story, support this woman, understand that, you know, it's a lot about the change in our reality. It's a lot that's going on behind closed doors and behind the scenes that people don't really see. You can't just believe everything that you see at face point value. You have to be able to look behind the curtains or see through the curtains like Superman and see what's going on behind the scenes. Because there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes, and reality is not the way it seems. So anybody who's going through hard times, you can't just let hard times just put you down. You got to see those hard times as a test. And basically, if you give up, you failed that test. If you give up, you failed the test, and that's always. You know what I'm saying? If you go to school and the teacher give you a test and you don't know nothing on that paper, if you don't at least try to figure out, guess what? You already know you get an automatic 0. But I ain't about to talk all day, man. I just wanted to say, you know, that's crazy that she hit me up. Her name's Sophia Stewart. Her Instagram is @MotherOfTheMatrix. I just posted a couple of the flyers that she sent me herself personally. I'm going to post some more information that she sent me through my Instagram, and it should pop up on my Facebook. And I know people like, yo, why you got your whole name on Facebook, bro? Christopher Santuan Gordon, bro. Everybody know your name now. That don't matter, though. Like, y'all don't understand what type of reality we live in. Y'all don't understand. People trying to hide their information, like when people doing wrong and doing crime, they try to put a fake name online. Bro, they know your name. They know where you at right now. So what are you trying to hide your name for? What are you hiding, and who are you hiding from? You know, the best thing to do is be genuine and be honest. But yeah, I ain't about to talk everybody's head off, man. Peace, I'm out. I just wanted to inform everybody that, oh damn, my battery just said I got 15% anyway. So everything will line up. All right.